Welcome to String of Pearls Charter Company. In this episode, we're going to make some progress as we get some wood cut and we make preparations to get it applied. I also smashed my finger pretty good, which was not any fun. But all in all, we made good progress in this episode, and we hope that you really enjoy it. Please stay tuned for this action-packed episode 15. Morning, everybody. It is the next day. I didn't really get a lot of good video yesterday. Super foggy this morning. Wow. Didn't really get a lot of good video yesterday. You know, I'm still learning how to do the work that I'm doing and video at the same time. Plus, whenever it's windy, you know, I don't have the right microphone yet. And so all I do is capture a bunch of wind noise, and I know people really don't like that. So, you know, I try not to have a bunch of wind noise on the video. So, but today is a big day. We're gonna try to at least dry fit the wood. Matthew's gonna come down. He's gonna help me, and we're gonna try to get at least the wood dry fit. I need to remind him to bring some sawhorses when he comes. I'll call him in a minute and do that. We've got to do a bunch of measuring and stuff like that. Then probably have to run into West Marine and buy some 5200. I don't know, we'll need a bunch of tapes, that 5200, to put that stuff on there with. Yeah, that's what's going on today. So it being so foggy this morning, that means there'll probably be a lot of dew all over the boat. It'll be soaking wet. I'll have to let all that burn off and dry out before we get going today. Maybe I'll take them time and make my list of all the things we have to do. Keep busy. Look where all those boats are. See how foggy it is? Barely see the boat way out there at the end. Oh, it's soaking wet. Ah, I'm getting soaking wet. Look, pool of water. Normally that would have just sunk right down. That's great. Mission accomplished. That would have gone right through before. Yay, team. Can't wait to varnish all these things. Let's see if I'm tall enough. I don't want to. I don't know that I may have to do this from above. I don't think I'm. That looks like I'm pulling that wood out. And I don't want to pull that wood out. Let me go back to above. Demo. Yeah, if they would have captured me and wanted me to talk, I'd have talked. That hurts really bad. I'd have told them everything they wanted to know. Ow. I am not tough. After shaking off my debilitating injury, I mean, it really did hurt. I needed to get some additional prep work done, so I decided to grind off the bottom edge of the pallet house where I'd put some thickened epoxy. This is a neat little cheap tool that I have. I've had it for a while, but it does a good job of kind of doing some detail sanding down in places that nothing else can reach. It's beginning to wear out, and I think that I've worn out a bushing or something, and because it'll pop off of the end every once in a while. But it's kind of useful right here to get some of this old rotten wood out. At this point, I still also have to decide exactly how I'm going to deal with this hole. This hole is a problem. Oh, there goes my little sander breaking. But that hole right there is a problem, and I have definitely got to address how we're going to make that repair. The more I start delving into it, the worse it gets. Basically, all of the wood that is back in there is gone. So we're going to have to figure out how to plug that hole. Like I say, that bushing there at the end is about worn out, and it's probably time to replace that little tool because it keeps doing that all the time. That sucks. Stupid belt tore. But no big deal. I just grabbed another belt and I'll slip it on there and we'll get back to work. A lot of times when I'm working on this project, I'll just sit and look for a minute because I'm trying to figure out how it is that I'm going to get all this stuff done. And the answer is a lot of times I really don't know. And so I find it pretty helpful just to stand there and look at everything so that I can try to figure it out. We'll mix this stuff up, and about that time Matthew showed up, thank goodness, and so I figured I would show him how to mix up some epoxy so that we could begin applying it to some other areas. Mikey was going to be down here too, and so I was just wanting to keep us busy in hopes that we would be able to get that board on today. This West Systems epoxy is amazing stuff, and there's plenty of videos out there about how to use it. That's how I learned to use it, was by watching people on YouTube videos. You just put equal pumps and then stir it for a minute, and it sets up rock hard. This table I have just absolutely ruined too, and so I'll have to get it all off of there and sand it back down and fix it. But you know, construction sites, just, it's a mess. And you just end up making a mess. And there's no ways around it. No, at least not for me. Next, we're going to thicken it with a little West Systems 406 filler. And you just spoon it in there. It goes everywhere. Especially today, the wind was blowing a little bit. And I haven't found a way to fix that. But we'll thicken it up a little bit here so that we can apply it. It makes a rock hard, I mean, just as hard as you can imagine, area wherever you apply it. It is really good stuff. What I'm trying to do here is make doubly and triply sure that no water is going to get back into the boat from up here. And so that's why we're applying all this stuff. That's why we're spending so much time making sure that water is not going to get back in. It's just absolutely critical. And applying this epoxy is going to make sure it doesn't get back in.
Okay, and then you work it back and forth.
For sure.
Kind of spreading it up. Try to make a radius edge with it. Okay, here, let me go buy you, and I'll make you up another pot.
Matthew got the hang of it in a hurry, and I can tell you, he really does a better job than I do. He has been so valuable to me on this project and so helpful, and it has just been so much fun to be able to work alongside him doing all this stuff. He is a great kid, and I'm really glad he's able to help me out on this thing.
Does that look alright?
Yeah, I would scrape some of the excess off of the top right there. Over here doing an amazing job. He is getting all those things filled in. Give yourself an upstroke there. Man, love bugs are out. That is really bad. Love bugs will get into all this stuff. Don't worry about it. Give yourself a good upstroke to fill that gap right there, that little ledge gap. Matthew's doing a great job for that stuff. And then we got Magic Mike over here making us a ledge right there. What's up, Magic Mike? What have you done to deserve this, man? You're the luckiest guy in the world. Not everybody gets to work with fine tools on such a fine vessel. All right, what'd you do, Mike? You measured it? Huh? You gonna use your saw or my saw?
What I need to do, the way I can find this angle here, is to lay this board up there and let it be square.
Yeah.
And then find out what I need to get to that point over there, to the point from the square to that point.
Yeah. So you'll square it and
cut it back.
Yeah, that's fine.
And so that's how I'm going to find that exact angle, because I don't know exactly how that thing's laying in there. We got to see how that bottom's going to work out. I want to do what we call dry fit.
Yes, sir.
Before we do anything. Let's see how that's going to go over. Dry fit it. Let Mr. Matthew handle this.
He is finished.
He is such a fantastic epoxy man.
I pride myself.
He has done a very good job. That hole up there that he's filling in was big gaping hole, Mike.
Gaping.
All right. This is the A side.
So we laid the board up there and got the angle, and now Mike's going to use his chalk line to snap how he's going to cut it for it to fit. Pretty smart way to do it, and I ended up doing it myself later on.
That's your right side.
fingers. Now it's on my saw. I'd put this side on if it's epoxy and it's wet, but I would make sure it's been dry fitted and I know it's all.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, now come to me. Oh, hang on. That's it right there.
See, it's got a good seal all the way down.
That's it.
The epoxy was still too wet to put that board up, and I needed to get a few more things to do it. So we just decided to make this hole a little bit bigger and try to patch it a little bit, which I ended up doing off camera. And we wrapped it up and called it a day right after we got this hole cut. Well, good morning, everybody. Let's try that again. My battery ran dead. So yesterday was a full day. I didn't get a lot on video. I got some on video, but Mikey came back down and helped me, and we got and Matthew did too. And we got a ton of the prep work done. I think it's finished, and one of the boards cut, which I think I did get video of. And so today we're going to try to get it installed. But the front area looks good, the side areas look good, and I feel pretty good about it. Mike was going to try to come back down in a little while, but I wasn't sure if he was going to be able to make it, so I decided to go ahead and seal up the back side of the board. I want to make sure that this plywood is completely waterproof so that no water will get into it. So I mixed up some epoxy and went ahead and rolled it out.
Hey guys, well, it was a little bit of a disappointing day today in that I was by myself. But I did manage to get on this board here. I've got to run some additional screws into it just to firm it up, but it's up there pretty good. I put 5,200 on it and got it up there. I'm pretty satisfied with it. Wore me out doing it though. Hard to do with one person. So I just have to finish the little triangle, and then we'll be ready to tab it in with fiberglass strips, and then put the trim back on and then paint it. And then do it all the way around. So I'm pretty stoked about that. So I hope everybody's had a great day. See you in a little bit.
We'll wrap this video up here, but next time we get the boards cut for the front and the other side, get them installed, and really start making some pretty good headway. Thanks for watching, and if you like these videos, please subscribe and give us a like. We hope that you're enjoying these. See you next time.